Guys, I'm bringing you a lower body kettlebell workout. Ideally kettlebells, but if you haven't got kettlebells, you can also use dumbbells or plates as well. You're going to need either a box or some stairs that you can step up on for one of the exercises. We're going to get warm and I'm going to take you through the exercises, how we do them safely and effectively, and how you might want to increase or decrease your level. To get warmed up, we're going to just start by taking some squats, arms across, take those hips down, plant those heels in towards the ground. Keep pushing through, nice deep breaths. As you come up, start to squeeze the glutes a little and start to take that step down a little bit further. Couple more reps here. Last one. From here, we're going to take it to a skater lunge, back to center, lunge, back to center. So it's a little bit like a curtsy. You want to keep the knee and the toe facing that same direction, that other leg, take it as far across as you can. One more and then we swap sides. Last couple. And rest there. Hands are coming up behind the head. Feet just slightly wider than hip width, knees slightly bent. Pull those elbows back. We're hinging forwards. We should feel a tiny bit of a stretch in those hamstrings, so down the back of the legs, and then coming back up to center. We're trying to keep a nice flat back as we hinge forwards. Last two, and last one. Fabulous. Up into a calf raise, so feet completely underneath us this time, just rising up as high as we can onto our toes. Make sure we're not rolling in or out. We're pushing through the middle, so the third toe up into our calf raise. Take that to a knee lift with a little bit of a twist, just to warm up that upper back. Into some hip openers. And starting to step out, a little bit of a lean across to that side and push back to center. Ready to swap sides. So hopefully you've started to realise that that workout, that warm-up that we've just done, is preempting the workout that we're about to do. I'm going to talk you through all of the exercises. Grab a kettlebell. We are starting with a skater lunge. So I like to work with the weight in the hand of the side of the leg that is going back. So it steps behind us and back to center. So as with our warm up, knee and toe in line, that weight just going, tucking behind the leg. And then we swap sides just to double check that we're okay with that movement on both sides. Now, there isn't necessarily a higher or lower intensity for this, apart from either increasing your weight or decreasing your weight. Pop that kettlebell down. Now, if you've got stairs, you're planting one foot on the second step. If you're working with a box like I am, I'm going no weight. I'm driving that second knee up towards the chest. Nice little bit of power. And then we swap legs over. Find your balance at the top of that box or the top of that step. Fabulous. From here, we practiced in our warm-up, something could have called a good morning. We're going to progress that into a kettlebell swing. So we're taking that flat back. We push the hips and the weight through with a little bit of momentum, so that weight swings through nice and quickly up to about shoulder height. One more. From there, we've got our lateral lunges. We've practiced some of these already. We're adding that weight. You're going to step out nice and wide. Weight goes on the inside of the leg. Push back to center. and other side. Our final exercise is a squat jump. You can progress this by working for more height and adding more weight. You can regress this by taking the weight away or just going for a weighted squat. Ideally, this is where we're working. You may want to just take a squat, or you may want to go without the weight and focus on the height of your jump. So, with that in mind, we're now going for 3 rounds, 10 of each exercise. Bearing in mind, for example, our skaters, we're going 5 per leg, step ups, 5 per leg, and lateral lunges, 5 per leg. Little bit of break time between each if we need it, but just keeping it steady, keeping our breathing going. 3 rounds, 10 reps of each exercise. Guys, that was your 3 rounds of your kettlebell lower body workout. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you managed to increase those weights as you worked through, or once you feel more confident, come back to this video and try to start increasing those weights. We're going to take it into a cool down. So we are just going nice and simple, 1 foot up towards the bum, squeeze the knees together, push the hips slightly forward and make sure that that core is engaged. We should feel a nice stretch in the quad and in that hip flexor. Chest lifted, head nice and high. Push the foot against the hand and then take that leg forwards. Toes are coming up, bum sticking backwards into a nice little hamstring calf stretch. Deep breaths in through your stretches. We switch it round to the other side, so quad stretch first of all. Really pushing that foot against the hand so we get a nice contraction, but also a little bit of a stretch there. And then take that foot forwards, stick the bum backwards, hands resting on the other thigh. Keep pulling those toes back. Taking it from here, just fairly wide feet, turn the toes out on one side, lean that body down. You should feel a nice stretch in those inner thighs. Square yourself up, take it across to the other side. And then similarly, but just keeping both toes facing forwards this time, reaching down in the center, tuck the head so that you're looking between the knees. Good, walk the hands across to one side, tuck that head in. Same across on the other side, tuck that head in. And then coming back up to center, bend those knees, roll yourself up. A little bit of a glute stretch, so 1 foot across, just sitting into that. You can alternatively take this in a seated position and just leaning forward into that stretch. Good work. Swap it over. Stand yourself up, guys. Hope you enjoyed that workout. I'm AJR. Please come back for some more.